This chapter is about fun with paint. Okay, paint already you know. Last year also you learned MS Paint. Microsoft Paint. Yes or no? Yeah, last year also all of you have done paint. Okay. Okay. Microsoft Paint is a program. It's a simple program used to draw and color pictures on a computer. So this will be provided in the accessories groups. When you click the start button, and you can see all programs. In the all programs, you will see the accessories group. In the accessories group, you can see Notepad, Paint, and so many other tools that is coming with Windows operating system. Okay, so if you want to draw some pictures, if no other applications are there, you can use this tool. So some standard tools are provided along with the operating system. So if you want to draw a complicated drawing, you have to buy another software. Okay. So using Paint, you can draw simple pictures. Now to open Paint, click Start button. Click the Start button. Now you will see the all program. This Windows is Windows 10, so there will be some difference. In Windows 7, when you click the Start button, you can see all programs. But when you click in the Windows 10, all programs will be immediately displayed. No need to click on the all programs. So this Windows 10 will display all programs immediately when you click the Start button. But Windows 7, you have to move to all programs menu. And when you move to all programs menu, you can see all the programs in your computer. Okay, in that programs group, you have to go to accessories group. This is accessories group. In Windows 10, Windows is added before the accessories group. In Windows 7, symbol, it is not Windows accessory, it is accessories. Okay. So when you click this accessories group, you can see the so many tools. All these tools will not be in Windows 7 because this is latest. Windows 10 is latest Windows. So some new tools will be in this accessories group. But in Windows 7, you will see Notepad, Paint, then some other tools, WordPad, all will be in Windows 7 also. So in that you can see Paint program. Just move the mouse pointer over the Paint program and click on it. Okay, now the Paint program will be open. So this is the Paint program. So all of you know the different components of this Paint program screen. On top, we call it as title bar. This top bar that is contained in the quick access toolbar. This is save button, undo, redo. Then this is the file name. Untitled is the file name now displayed. That means your file is not saved. So if you save your file, this untitled will come change with your name. Then after untitled, you can see Paint. This is the name of this application, Paint program. On the right hand side, you can see the control menu box, that is minimize button, maximize or restore button. That means when you restore, this will change to maximize button. When you maximize, that button will change it to restore button. That is why maximize or restore button. The last one is a close button to close the application, to close the Paint program. Now below the title bar, you can see the ribbon bar. This thick bar that showing several tools is the ribbon bar. On the ribbon bar, you can see tabs. Here you can see File tab. That is File tab. That is, we call it as Paint tab. Paint tab. Then Home tab. Then View tab. 3 tabs are there. So these tabs are arranged in a way that similar commands or similar group of commands are included in these tabs. So Paint tab will be related with file operations. You can open new file, you can open saved file, you can save a new file, you can make a copy of your file, you can print your file, you can email your file, you can scan from your camera or your scanner, or you can set your picture as desktop background. So all these are related with the file. Okay, the next one, Home button, is providing with clipboard, that is cut, copy, paste. Then resizing your image, select, then drawing tools, different shapes, color palette, all are provided in Home tab. Then View tab is used to view your image, whether you want to view it big size, that is zoom in. When you click the zoom in, your picture will be displayed in big size. Picture size will not be increasing, but view only will be increasing, just like you are watching through a magnifying glass. Suppose I am drawing a circle here. Now I am going to view menu and I am clicking zoom in. This is view is becoming bigger and bigger. Okay, on the bottom you can see a slider. In that slider you can see now it is 300 times bigger than the original size. This slider also you can drag. When you drag the slider, that size, view size will be increasing. Okay, increase or decrease. So all view related options are here in the View tab. If you want to display a ruler, just click this checkbox, ruler box. Now you can see a scale. Scale, all of you know, measuring scale. Another name for measuring scale is ruler. So using this you can understand what is the size of your circle. If you draw a circle, if you want to know what is the size of your circle, so this measure is in pixels. Pixels, okay. Pixel, 72 pixel is equal to okay, your screen will be 640 480 minimum, horizontally 640, vertically 480. Depending upon the resolution of the screen, that will be different. So anyway, when you look onto this scale, you will understand what is the size of your drawing. Then grid lines are there. These are dotted line. Using this dotted line, you can draw a picture very neatly. Just like dotted picture, just like you are drawing on the graph. Using this dotted grid, you can draw your picture very neatly in the desired area. For that purpose, this grid is displayed. Only view will be there, it will not be coming in the printout. You can cancel all this if you uncheck these check boxes. Status bar, you can see a status bar on the bottom. If you uncheck this status bar, that status bar also will be disappearing. Okay, these are related with views. Then you can see full screen. Full screen means no tabs will be there, no menus will be there. Only picture will be visible on the screen. When you press the escape key, this full screen will be cancelled. Okay, now you can see the thumbnail view also. Okay, now on the Home tab, it is provided all the tools for drawing in your Paint program. So using these tools, you can draw some simple pictures. Let us see what are the tools. Here different tools are grouped under a group. You can see first cut, copy, paste, or this copy, cut, paste are grouped in a group, that is group name is clipboard. This group is called clipboard. After that you can see image group. In the image group, select option is there, select command is there, crop command is there, resize command, rotate command. All these are in image group. Then tools group, these are the tools for drawing. Pencil tool, paint bucket tool, text tool, eraser tool, color picker tool, magnifier tool, like that. So if you want to draw with pencil, click this pencil tool, then select the color that you want. After that, just like you are drawing with a pencil, you click the left mouse button and hold down and move your mouse. Okay, that line is coming. Then thickness of this pencil you can adjust from the size. You can select the size of your pencil. If you want a thicker pencil, select the thicker line. Now your pencil is thicker. If you want a narrow pencil, select the narrow style. Okay, here color 1, color 2 you can see. First is foreground color, that is the color with which you are drawing. Color 2 is the background color. Background color means when you erase using the eraser tool. This is the eraser tool. When I am erasing some part of the picture, what color will be replacing that area? That is the background color. Okay, now it is white. If I am changing the background color to another color, for example blue color, Okay, now background color is blue. If I am erasing some part of the image, you can see that area is automatically becoming blue color. It is coming like that because you are using blue color. And if you make both the color same, for example, drawing color white, background color, or that is background color white, then when you are drawing, nothing will be on the screen. Okay, I am using this pencil. Now I am drawing on the screen. You cannot see anything because you are using a white pencil on a white area, so nothing will be visible. So this you have to consider when you are selecting the color. Foreground is the color 1, select it and click on the color that you want. Then background is color 2, select it and select the background color that you want. Okay, here color palette is provided. You can select any color from this. Suppose the desired color or the color we are looking for is not in this palette, you can use this edit color. Okay, use the edit color. Now you will be given with this color palette and color mixer. In this area, you just click on the color. Suppose you want green color, click on this green area. On the right hand side, you can see a slider. This slider will increase or decrease the strength of that color that you selected. Now you can see light green. When I am dragging to the dark green area, the color solid green is coming. Okay, then add to custom color. Okay, that color also will be in the color palette. Now you can see that color is displayed here. Okay, that foreground color I am selecting. After that, I am drawing with that color. Okay, this is color palette. So if you know the value, that means these are combination of 3 colors, red, green, blue. Using these 3 basic colors, you can make any colors. That is 255 into 255 into 200. That much color you can make. That means if you want to make green, full green, that is full strength of green. In this green value you give 255, that is the maximum value. Minimum value is 0. Then red value you make it 0. Then blue value you make it 0. Now this is the full green strength color. Okay, then add it to custom color. Click OK. Now you can see that color. Similarly, if you want full red color, then click edit color. Then you delete this green value from 255 to 0. Then in the red box you type 255. That is the maximum value. That is the full red. Then click add it to custom color. Then click OK. Now this is pure red. Pure red. Okay, click it and drag. Draw your foreground color. Select it and drag. Okay, this way you can bring your color. Suppose you want a combination of 2 colors, that is red and green. What will be the red and green? 125 I am giving for red and 125 I am giving for green. 125 I am giving for green. That means blue I am giving 0. That means combination of red and green will become this brownish color. Okay, this way you can make any color giving this value. For red you can give 0 to 255, for green you can give to 0 to 255, for blue also you can give 0 to 255. So 1 million color you can make. Okay, then select the add, click it, add to color, then that color will be in the color palette. Okay, this is what color palette. So that is the pencil tool, using which you can draw any shape. Okay, now if you want to fill some areas, for example here I am drawing a rectangle, I want to fill with a green color. In that case you select the green color in the color 1, not in the color 2, select the color 1 and click color 1 color green. Okay, so color 1 color will be coming when you are filling. Okay, then select the paint bucket tool or fill with color tool. Then click inside that closed area. It should be a closed area. If you click in the open area, that means it will fill entire background. Okay, when you are filling that, you have to take care. If you try to fill in a open area, paint will overflow. It should be in a closed area. So here closed areas are there. Okay, now I am selecting different color and I am filling in this closed area. So this closed area only will be filled. If any opening is there, it will go through that opening and will fill all over the canvas. That means your painting area. Okay, this is filled with color. The next is text tool, using which you can type the text. Click the text tool, click anywhere on the image that you want and type the text. Okay, after typing you can change the color. Select the text. If you want to change the color, select the text and select the color that you want. So you have to remember that when you click outside the text area, you cannot edit it again. Okay, until you click outside the text area, you can modify that text. Once you click outside the text area, now you cannot modify this text. Okay, when you click on that, another text will be coming. Okay, when this text frame is visible, that time only you can change the content. That you have to remember. But if you click outside this text frame, now this text cannot be changed or edited or modified. So that is text tool. Now eraser tool that I already explained, using which you can erase part of the image. If you want to increase the eraser size, you can use Control key on your keyboard and plus on the number key. Control key on your keyboard and plus on your number key. Now you can see the eraser size is becoming bigger. After that you can erase. If you want to erase the complete file, easy method is you can open a new file. Click the paint button, take new, and when you are asking save it or no, don't save. Okay, now you will get a new canvas, new painting area. So this is color picker. So this is a useful tool. When you draw some shapes with different colors, for example, this rectangle I am filling with red color, then another circle I am drawing. This circle I am filling with another red color. This is a different red color. Okay, some shadings are different. In another shape I am drawing, another color I am filling inside that. Okay, next time I am drawing one more shape. In this shape I want the color of this circle. So if I want to get the color of the circle, you can use this color picker. And click on that. Okay, now you can see color 1 is changing to that color. It is now changing to this color of the circle. If I am selecting this color picker and clicking this hexagon, now that color 1 color is changing. Okay, that where you are clicking with this color picker, that color will become the foreground color. So using that you can use the same color to fill some other shapes or to draw some other area. Okay, if you don't know which color you use, this tool you can use. Using that you can click on that area, that color will become the foreground color. And this is magnifier. If you are drawing a complicated picture, it's like eyes. If you are drawing eyes, it will be very complicated to draw a eye shape. Okay, so eyelash, eyelid, all you have to draw. So that you can maximize that view. For that you can use this magnifying tool or magnifier, and you can click on that, and that drawing will be in big view. After that you can correct your drawing. Okay, you reduce the eraser size and you can correct your drawing. You can remove the unwanted lines. After that you can correct it in the correct way using the tools that you want. You can draw it exactly. After that you can go to the original view. For that you have to right click on the screen. When you right click, it will become the original size. Okay, that is the use of this magnifying tool. Now one more tool is the brushes. Here different type of brushes are there. Okay, what type of brush you want, you can use. So this we can discuss in the next class. Now it is time for already time over. Okay, this I will discuss in the next class. Okay, now we can